All questions, the line is right here. Okay.
There are more on the way, so, but here we go.
I'm Kat. I play Kat. Season 3 through season 5. Yeah. And I don't know any of these ladies.
Hi, I'm Kita, and I was on 40 episodes of Flashback, not Power Rangers, but three seasons and 40 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Hello, I'm Valerie Vernon, and I was Kendrick's Morgan. Hey guys. And I was Z on Power Rangers SGC.
Space Patrol Delta.
Hi, you guys, I'm Erin Hale.
And then I love you guys. I was down on Hi, my name is Brienne Rosie, also known as Brienne Snow. I played Circuit for on Time Force.
And I'm Bryce Heron, and I'm still trying to figure out why I'm on this pretty and powerful cast. But I was Miss Appleby in the... I was Hormus and Sprocket. And Empress Rita.
I'll go one down the end. Oh. Anyone can reach the mic? You got one more on the ladies' side here.
And I'm Wendy Lee. And I was the voice of Alpha 6.
Aye, warning, Rangers, we're about to crash!
And I was also Rita's trusted assistant, Scorpina.
Really? I did not know that.
And I also worked as an ADR voice director for the show in general. It's great to be here. Anyone have any questions?
Starting right here.
I'm honored to be in the presence of some of the most powerful, inspirational women out here. My question is, I asked this kind of for the Time Force panel yesterday. So, for you, all of you ladies, except for some, have gotten action figures made of them. So I want to ask, do you own any action figures of yourself? And a little part of that, would you like to see more girl-inspired Power Ranger toys more catered to?
I do.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yes, yes, and yes. I had huge muscles. I was big. I was built. No, I do have yes to all of it.
I have a little one like that big that I keep on my dresser just because it's awesome. It reminds me like, yay, this happened. I have an action figure that's awesome. And then 100%, like I always had like a ton of girls come up to me, like little girls, everybody, be like, I want more toys of you, like I can't get them. And it's like the boys have all of them. I'm not, but it's cool. I think, hopefully one day we'll have more toys.
Ditto. I have a little one that's about the size of not even my thumb. A little circuit. And I would love to have more. That'd be awesome.
And it would have taken too much plastic to make I didn't even know that I had a trading card until somebody gave me one.
Oh, really?
And so, if the fan who gave me 2 trading cards yesterday for my children is here, please see me afterwards so that I can send you a thank you note, because that was so generous, and I should have asked for your name and address at the time. Yeah, so I had a card.
Well, I think the craziest thing of all is that Empress Rita had no action figure. But luckily for me, Dion Espinoza is a wonderful, talented artist and fan, and he made me my own action figure for myself. So I have one now. I think Orbis's Rocket may have had some, but I don't have any of those. No? Orbis? No? No? No, and no Sprocket? I do have a flashlight as rubber flashlight.
Okay, I'm a little hoarse because this sounds so awesome. But I want to ask you all, this is pretty and powerful. Who has been like a role model to you? Who's a pretty and powerful role model that you had to want to inspire you to become a ranger? Or said characters?
You know, I said yesterday at the casting crew panel, and I just want to reiterate this. Those of you who say Mrs. Appleby, she was never Mrs. Appleby, she was
Miss Appleby.
A feminist, hardcore. And she was and is a woman who loved her own thing. But I think that for me, there were a series of large-size actresses because, you know, there's not a lot of work for large-size women. Not a lot of real work for women in particular. You know, fortunately, all of these beautiful young women fall into that role of eye candy, which you can put into so much. But that was the lovely thing about Power Rangers, I think, is that Power Rangers gave girls some really powerful role models that said, you can be beautiful, you can be feminine, and at the same time kick butt. All of the girls who played those roles did it so well. But, you know, thank you guys for doing that, because you gave my daughter the opportunity to be something other than a wuss.
I just want to say that my family, I'm the youngest of 3 daughters, and my mother, who just passed away, she was a wonderful role model for me as a strong, intelligent woman, and a lot of you know her. And my sister Carol was a real kick-ass woman, and I really sort of, kind of, a little bit my sister Carol. And my sister Janice. And other than that, I mean, there's so many beautiful women actresses that are, you know, so intelligent. Susan Sarandon, Meryl, couple of those. And Chad Farrell, yes. I can think of others, but that's enough.
Well, I usually think with boys, so I would have to say Scott Page-Factor, my nephew Ian, and my other nephews Tim and on the way. And you know, I grew up with 2 older brothers, so I kind of had to learn how to kick butt on my own because they used to be. But anyway, you know, you guys, I mean everybody, you kind of just pull up with whatever you see and like that. Like you.
Yeah, same. All the actresses, the amazing, you know, the
Sandra Bullock.
oh, Sandra Bullock, she's awesome. Well, I was raised by a single mom as well, and she's so charismatic and awesome and just strong, and so that was a big source of inspiration for me.
I'm going to second all of that. They're all awesome. They're awesome for saying all the awesomeness.
In my life, I would say that it was my mom that really pushed me and just
told me to just reach for the stars and live out your dreams, and nothing is stopping you from doing what you want to do. And so I went with that, and that's how I grew up. Susan Sarandon, I think, is an excellent actress, so I would put her in that category as well.
I have to agree with you, because I was going to say exactly what you said. Because I grew up in a teeny tiny town in the middle of Texas, in the middle of nowhere, where I grew up like throwing cow patties, in the pasture. Seriously, we had like cow patty, contests. And it was so far removed from what I wanted to do in my life, which was to come here and be an actor. And it was my mom that the rest of my family wanted me to become a dermatologist, and I just was not going to do it. And but my mom was like, you need to pursue your dreams and do whatever you need to do to get to where you need to go. So I drove my little tiny, beat-up car out here in the June in like 102-degree weather to come out here to be an actor, and had no idea what I was doing. But it was really the foundation that I had with my mom to say, you can do it, you only live once, don't make a backup plan, don't make a second plan, because then you're not going to succeed at your first. So, live your dreams and do it now. So I'd have to say my mom.
Someone's coming in.
Totally great. I think now I'm a mom, I have a different appreciation of my
Light alien.
mother and the sacrifices that she had to
right.
make to give me every opportunity she could. And I'll always be grateful to her for that. And then my first memory, and this is not just because I'm Australian, but Olivia Newton-John was like, I just wanted to be her. I used to channel her, I used to dress up like her. I went to my first formal at school, which was a Western theme, and I went as her from Greece. I just wanted to be her. Anyway. Yes. I grew up at a time when women were really just coming into their own power as businesswomen, and I too had a very strong, independent single mama who always had a minimum of 2 jobs, and just really supported me artistically from the very beginning. She's always been my greatest fan, and she really empowered me with believing in myself, and made me promise her I would never wait tables. That I would be a working actor, and it's exactly what I've achieved. And she really helped me. She told me, don't learn typing skills, don't learn how to wait tables, just keep following your artistry and what you believe in and what you do best. And the TV shows I used to watch, That Girl, and Mary Tyler Moore, and Carol Burnett, and beyond that, Tracy Ullman, and Wonder Woman, and Catwoman. And then I draw from them with my superhero voices. And I'd say today Kate Blanchett, and just so many women. Isadora Duncan, going back to breaking all rules of dance and getting on stage barefoot, and just breaking all the rules and raising the bar, and just following those spirited women that had behaviors that one would call unattractive for a woman but completely acceptable for a man. So neutralizing the playing field of being able to raise the bar, push the limits, try things that haven't been tried before, and that's what we encourage you to do too. So thank you, that was a great question.
Question? My question was, what you...
I was raised in Kuwait, in Arabia, and at a time where a lot of people, I think, that thought that there wasn't a lot of equality for women. To this day, we struggle. But my mom was a Scot who left her little village in Scotland and went in the 60s to a world where really she entered a place where she was the only blonde person that, in her view. So people looked at her sort of like she was a creature, they were fascinated and all this. But she had the strength to leave everything that she knew behind and embrace this other new exotic world. And she actually grew to really, really love it and appreciate, the incredible differences. And there's something, I don't know, my mom is just, she's an incredible woman. She embodies everything in terms of, she's the embodiment of strength and grace and beauty, and I think that I aspire and dream to be like her. When I grow up, I should be like her.
When I grow up, I want to be a ranger like you, lady.
Oh, thank you.
Question, what's for your brother?
you have any special memory of playing Sergeant or voice Sergeant that really stands out? And the other is the Captain Sutherland, which was just, did you find it ironic that you were playing a character named Cat?
Circuit is just special to me. Kind of came quick. Stock Page called to get over here now. You've got 5 minutes because they're basically doing it now, and I went and did it, and it was just it's such a gift. And then I also got to work with Aaron and Barbara. It's just fun, and I also did some of the locations on the show. So part of that was being able to watch the filming and be out there managing the location, seeing some of the things that were going to come over in terms of wallet and voices. And then going back into the studio and record, and I don't know, I just love Circuit. Thank you.
Yes, when I got the audition and saw that it was Catherine, I was like, oh, maybe that's a sign. So it was fun because if they said, you know, Cat, we need you, it was like they didn't have to change the name. It's easy for them. Thank you.
Hi, I've been a fan of many things since I was a kid. For Wendy and Barbara, I'm also a fan of the voiceover works. Woo! And I was telling from April, and I got said, Miss Valentine.
Viva!
Oh! That and Sean Wan is also my favorite. Actually, my question is actually about that. What's been your most memorable fan experience? Have you ever had a fan come in a positive way tell you, you changed my life forever in a positive manner?
Thank you. I have a funny story first. I went to one of the first conventions I'd ever been to, and honestly, certainly Barbara and Bree and I, who worked together for many, many years, we didn't really know there were fans originally. We were quite surprised. I certainly was shocked to find out that we had many, many fans. So when we finally had an outlet to go to conventions and meet some of you, I was in the first year of AFO in Florida, and so I was checking into my room, and I just didn't think. I didn't connect that fans would identify me being behind the scenes so much. So I was checking in, and all of a sudden I heard these girls screaming in chorus, "We're not worthy." And these fans are really getting excited. This is going to be great. And I turned around, and they were all bowing to me. So that was shocking, but it was just like, you know, I started getting tears in my eyes, laughing and crying. It was fantastic. I have had some wonderful experiences with people telling me that I was the impetus why they wanted to become voice actors, and, you know, my response is always, we're actors. We're not just voices. You know, the process is the same thing for acting on screen as a narrative project, doing your own lip sync to picture. You know, the process is still creative. It's still the same thing. You're looking for the characters. You're slipping into their shoes. You're living in their lives, and you get the opportunity. Oh, fantastic! To actually have more than one life experience in this human amazing blessing of being physical. So yeah, there's been some pretty amazing moments I've had with people personally, but I have to tell you, I get an awful lot of fan mail where people say the most moving things, and I can't tell you how it can make your day when you receive one of those messages when you're in an ebb of, you know, or a slower period in between jobs. And you know, it may seem very glamorous what we are and what we do, but there's a shadow, there's a yin and a yang to it. There's a positive time when things are really great and you're celebrating and all that you get to do, and then there's all the times that you're hoping you're going to work again. And, you know, even at this point in my career, I often wonder, you know, what my next job will be. We're quite independent, you know, we're free agents and we sacrifice a lot for what we do. And that means we have very little job security at all. But my long-winded dissertation back to the question, yes, I've been really, really blessed by some wonderful contact with the fans. Thank you. Yeah, they asked all three, so.
That's everyone. That was for everyone at the panel. I was just kissing up for the anime voice actors because I'm a fan of you guys.
Okay, the one that stands out is probably the first one, which was a fan letter, which was a woman, a young girl actually, who said she grew up with Katie the Caterpillar, which is something I did for 100 3,000 years ago. And she said that it got through her childhood. And that was very impactful because, helping somebody go through a tough time. And even just today, somebody was saying that they IMDb'd me and didn't realize how much a part of their childhood I was because they didn't know how many characters I played, and that affected them in their growing up time. So that was very touching, and just being with all of you is marvelous, and I thank you.
You know, I have had what I call a small career. Large-size actresses do not have a great deal of opportunity in a town that really doesn't believe that large-size people have lives. Excuse me while I get a little political here, but I was very fortunate to sort of fall into teaching about the same time that I did Power Rangers. And I am a teacher now, and I teach full-time. It's not one full-time job, it's 2 part-time jobs. But what has amazed me is I've had so many fans say, and first of all, that I have fans amazes me. But say, you were my favorite teacher when I was in school, and it means so much, guys, that you remember my work. I just really appreciate it. And hopefully my students at the college and the high school think that I'm a pretty good teacher.
It actually reminded me of a friend of mine. Her son was in the 3rd grade at that time, and they asked me to come to Colorado and talk about the business side of it, like just glamorize stuff. So I came and I did the Power Ranger stuff in circuit and different characters, and turns out my little friend, he wasn't very popular, but it was really sweet because I was very honored. By, I guess, the end of that week, he then became very popular. And it was really wonderful. It was a teacher like yourself who wanted to have someone like yourself come in and talk about the good and the bad of things and fast forward about 15 years later, or excuse me, 10 years later, he is now going in the Army, going to college, and he just wrote me a thank you letter saying, Eric, he just wrote me a thank you letter saying, thank you very much. I was inspired to help him. And it was his teacher. It was just a wonderful thing, so thank you. I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, my mom's a teacher. Same. I'm just so flattered that I have fans every time someone recognizes me, or I'm just honored by you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, same thing. Sometimes the letters I get from like all over the world really amazes me, and it's like sometimes totally like in broken English, so I'm kind of like piecing it together in my mind, like what they're really trying to say and how come across. But I love coming to these things and being a part of it and talking to everybody, and it just makes me so happy and I'm like smiling the whole time. It's like, you're so happy, and I'm like, I can't not be, because this is so amazing. So I'm very proud to be here.
When I first started the show, I thought it was kind of cheesy that Kendrix, being an intelligent ranger, had to wear glasses. And I kept saying, can't she be intelligent without the glasses? We're supposed to be in the future, don't they have LASIK surgery? So I was a little upset about it. It was kind of annoying wearing these glasses. My eyelashes were getting stuck on the rim. And then this little kid came up to me and said, I'm so happy you wear glasses because you make me cool for my school. Aww. And ever since that day, I was like, I'm such a jerk. I can't believe I'm complaining about this. And because I impacted his life, he impacted mine. And I did not complain a day after that.
Wow.
I don't know if you ladies remember on your sets, but on our set on Masked Rider, we used to have children that would come from the Starlight Foundation. And, God, I can emotional thinking about it. But, yeah, it was yeah, it was like their final wish, to come and see us. And looking so, I know, so touched by us and how emotional it was to have them come and see us. So,
Very emotional. Yeah, as I said, I'm a mother, and so my life feels very small sometimes. And when I'm very new to this whole convention thing. I had no idea it was going on until last year. And kind of stepping back into that world and going, wow, these people really love the show, and they're actually writing to me and thanking me. It feels very kind of surreal to me. But one story in regards to the Make-A-Wish Foundation was, it was my first season, and this little girl, Danielle, was dying, and she was 10. And she was so inspirational, because in the middle of all of her pain, she actually took the time to come and see me and hold me and tell me that I had impacted her life. And that was so moving. And then her mother, control yourself. Her mother ended up sending us a whole bunch of stuff in her grief to thank us, and what a gift that was to us to be able to be a part of her world. So thank you
listening to all these stories, it's just amazing. You know, I was on the show for a very short time, and it was a truly, truly wonderful experience. And at the time, I do remember grumbling about getting into that makeup and the mask and the pulling my 3 yards of hair through the hole in the head.
Right.
Thinking, all this training for this, you know, and my mom rolled her eyes and all that. Until the Make-A-Wish Foundation kids came up. And I have to say, it was the most humbling day of my life. This little girl came up, and she was so tiny and so delicate. And she said that she wanted to be president of the Alien Rangers. I said that I would, anything she wanted. If she wanted me to speak in tongues right there, I was prepared. That was a very humbling day. And I think we all shared that. Really, I mean, how wonderful to have worked on a show where the producers or whoever was in charge had the vision to bring those very special babies to see us, whose last wish it was to meet Delphine or Kat, or how lucky we are, how lucky we are to have been part of that. Thank you, God, for this beautiful gift. Thank you.
I just wanted to add that for some reason on our sets, we were constantly bringing through different cards and photographs and memorabilia that we were signing and giving to different foundations for children constantly. So it was something, it was our little give back we got to do. I really started to look forward to it. There was a folder we'd keep in the studio particularly, and we'd like, oh, who do we get to sign for today? For some reason on our sets, we were constantly bringing through different cards and photographs and memorabilia that we were signing and giving to different foundations for children constantly. So it was something, it was our little give back we got to do. I really started to look forward to it. There was a folder we'd keep in the studio particularly, and we'd like, oh, who do we get to sign for today? Who do we get to help have a better day, a better moment? And so I think on a very positive note, the Saban Productions were very good about that. And they have gone on to build a children's wing at the Children's Foundation Children's Hospital downtown. So Power Rangers really did give back an awful lot, and I think especially the on-camera cast had a great opportunity to do that on a regular basis. So you guys can feel good that you were a part of that too.
I think on your line. Yeah, I think on your line.
If you could choose any color, no matter if they're a ranger or not, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I wasn't a ranger, but I've been called a red freak, so mine
How about yellow?
I'm sticking to my white baby. I love that whole feeling of elevation, white, I'm the center. I'm okay with that.
I wear a lot of blue, so probably blue. And he was smart. I liked how smart.
probably because our show had the first multiracial family on Fox Kids ever.
Right.
I say Lovely Color the Rainbows.
Hey, there you go.
I was just happy to be pink. I liked the color, and I had that in my wardrobe. I was like, I'm good to go.
When I started telling people, oh, I'm gonna be a Power Ranger, and everybody would go, oh, you pink? And I'm like, no, I'm yellow. And then it got to the point where like I started to do Z and my character, and like Z's the tough girl. She's not pink. There's nothing pink about her. And I really started to own that as Z. So definitely yellow, 100%.
I have to say, I love pink. I loved it, love it, truly. And it's part of and I get put in pink a lot on my other shows I've done. I go to the wardrobe fittings, I'm like, I'm probably gonna wear pink. But red's my favorite color. Don't tell Jason Bond. Plaid.
I was purple. A purple ranger, it's the color of the third eye, the higher imaginative stuff. So.
Well, when my son was 5, he's 22 now, he would look at me and go, Mommy, why are you the bad guy? Why can't you be the Pink Ranger? If it was up to me, I would have been the Lilac Ranger.
Oh.
Looking back now, you also see that you've inspired an awful lot of people as great role models, even when it's so good to be bad. When did you realize that you were such role models for so many small children and girls to grow up more than they thought they could?
Well, mine was because we filmed in New Zealand, so the whole time that we were filming and doing everything, and it even started to air in the United States, I had no idea what was going on. I wasn't around my family, nothing, so I didn't see any of the impact because they would show it in New Zealand. So when I came home and I was home with my family, my mom had like all the kids from the neighborhood that I grew up in, like all the little ones, and they all were like at my house, like waiting for me, like to sit, and like watch the show. So like we all hung out for like an hour and like watched all the episodes, and it was just cool because it's like I'm finally back home, I'm with my family, which was like awesome after 9 months of not being with my family at all. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. Just hanging out at my house with like the neighborhood kids, chilling, watching Power Rangers, and was like, yes! And they were like, that's how! So that was awesome.
Sure. Just for me. Same thing. I grew up in Virginia, so going back home to Virginia and to see little kids and little girls be so excited and be so, blown away. And of course, the Make-A-Wish and just always the kids. It's amazing. And then seeing you guys growing up 10 years later, just so cool because we've had a relationship, but we just our first meeting. So it's just incredible.
Just real quick, it's kind of like what Wendy was saying and Barbara. A lot of times we're behind the scenes, so we don't really see the impact, and it still amazes me when you hear and see, children and people coming up, and it's such an honor. I have to say, in terms of working the locations, it was fun seeing. It was easy to get locations because their kids are 4-year-olds or 6-year-olds. You can use my lawn, you can come out, and it was just fun watching them come out to see you guys. And that's.
For me, when I was doing Power Rangers, I was also partner in a storied theater company, and we traveled around doing children's shows in libraries and in festivals and residencies and whatnot. And I can remember the first time after Power Rangers went to the top of the bullet, the 90s Power Rangers, that we walked into a library and some little kid went, "Oh my God, it's Miss Appleby." I was a day player, so I didn't think it was that big a deal because I was just there occasionally, but you guys are great fans. And look at you all grown up out there.
Early on, the funny thing for me was we did some kind of fundraiser. It was me and Goldar and Lord Zed at Target or something with Babu and Squat, Michael Storage and Dave Mallon. And what was funny for me was the mothers would come up to me and say, "Oh, I love Rita. It really is such a release to scream." And I would bond with them and say, "Yeah, I know. It's helping me get through menopause."
Wow.
Letters started coming in, your fan mail, and you kind of realize what's going on because you're just shooting every day your episodes and you're kind of oblivious, and then all of a sudden you start getting a few and you're like, oh, somebody actually liked me on the show. This is great. And I've saved every one of my letters. I have them in this little notebook, and never so often when I'm feeling kind of low, I'll go through them and look at them and go, yeah, I'm so glad that people liked my work.
You guys, I totally remember I impacted my grandpa because one time my grandpa and I were watching TV and he looked at the TV and he goes, "Look, there's an Oriental person on TV." I go, "Grandma, that's me." Shocked, like he couldn't get it. And what I thought was really cool though was because when I was growing up, you know, the only person that I saw that kind of looked like me was Cody Chung. You know, NBC Nightly News. And so I kind of feel like it was kind of neat that I had an opportunity to do that. My son on the show, who's sitting right there, is African American. And I just thought it was a really great opportunity. But I've also had, did you ever get letters? I got these strange letters from people like wanting me and Nefaria to wrestle in Western Oil on TV.
Double the sentiment that it's very weird when we're shooting because when I was on anyway, we would shoot sometimes 4 episodes in a cluster, and you're just kind of in this delirious state of just shooting. And I came on kind of towards the middle to end of the 3rd season, so I had no idea what was going on. They were so huge at that point, and then all of a sudden, you know, I was in the movies one day, you know, oblivious, and a few people ran up to me and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are they talking to me for? What are they doing? So it's a real honor to, when you realize that you know, people like you, you know? So, especially when I was replacing Kimberly, you know?
Yay!
Well, you know, I'm not exactly recognizable, I hope. Your voice is very, yeah. But it was, I was used as the cool factor for my 8-year-old neighbor because, you know, she would go to school, not so popular apparently, but I don't know, I think it's a normal kid. But she actually had some friends over and she was, you know, my neighbor is a Power Ranger. I'm like, they're like, no, she's not, she just had the fish head. So I had to prove it, you know, I did the speak the little sign thingies that I got from yoga and the whole thing. And I have to say, you know, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I mean, I didn't realize it at the time, you know, when we were shooting. It was just a great deal of fun, great acting job, woohoo. And then start getting the letters. I have pervy letters. What are those? The pervy letters, folks, you know, like the guys who are like, not in jail.
I got a lot of jail stuff. I guess they didn't have much to do.
I mean, you too, and now on the internet you can review a little graphic. Nothing to it clean here, folks.
I was pretty closely associated with the writing, at least in the post side, for adapting, especially the Japanese scenes that were coming in, and we were having to merge the modern footage with the stock footage that we were using. So it was always huge. I was pretty closely associated with the writing, at least in the post side, for adapting, especially the Japanese scenes that were coming in, and we were having to merge the modern footage with the stock footage that we were using. So it was always a huge writer's focus to make sure that our position as role models was honored and was forefront in the writing. Sometimes to the point where we felt it was a little squeaky clean, but we understood the responsibility that we had with all of the children, and it was sort of clear to us, even before the show had the ratings, that it was going to be very successful. Not right away, but pretty early on, the way things were starting to gear up, especially as we got into season 1, getting ready for season 2. So we really did have a very serious, sober sensibility about the responsibility of being role models. That was really very, very much reviewed and kept consistent throughout production. But and aside, personally, I had a funny story. I was at a bridal shower for a friend, a baby shower. And there were some children there, and I saw a little boy who was about 6, and he was running around the table with his Power Ranger shoes on. And so I said, hey, and I kept trying to get his attention. I said, you like the Power Rangers? Mm-hmm. And he said, oh, I see Alpha on your shoes. Do you like Alpha? Yeah, and I said, he likes you too. This poor little boy just went, and started screaming. He was traumatized.
Oh no!
Coming out of a woman, so
Oh my!
Okay, this question is for Brianne. Now, I know you did the voice of Circuit and Time Force. However, I noticed you did a lot of voices at the beginning, when Mighty Morphin was around. And, okay, here's this question. This episode is about I Guy. Now, it was years later, before I actually heard it, but you seem to do the voice of Billy's prodigy in the I Guy episode.
Help me.
Yeah, because a little version of Billy. Yeah, it was like a little version of Billy, but I think there may have been something wrong with his voice, and he may have done something to dub it to be a boy's voice.
Oh, possibly. We do that a lot. Yeah. You always feel bad about that, I have to say, because then they watch their episode and they don't see hear their own voice. But Wendy probably you know.
Yeah, I think I corrected you on that. I think we had a problem with the actor being available to do his own ADR, his looping. So we decided that we would just redo that. He didn't have that much dialogue as a recall. And so sometimes we'll do that, especially with children. Children can only work a short work day legally, so they're only allowed so much time in the booth, and often we leave that to the professionals, people like Brianne.
Thank you.
I wish I remember that. Thank you, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for all the female actors there. Barbara, Catherine, thank you guys for coming to AX. Two questions. One for Candace and one for Sophia. Before I say it, Candace, I was 14. So I'm on Mass Writer, and I just thank you for inspiring me. Because I'm now a writer fan. I know I might catch a little heat in here. I know it's Power Rangers in here, but I'm a writer fan. Everybody recognizes you as Delphine, I recognize you as Brianne.
Actually, you're the second person today. No, the second person today who thought I was Sophia.
Really?
They trained, yes, actually the guy when I was very young. The best trainer in the world. But he trained also Sophia. She was an incredible martial artist. But they worked together for a short time. Catherine did. I worked with him as well.
I want to ask you,
It's okay.
how does it feel after when you guys work on the set with Power Rangers?
They're not gonna have any.
I think that's really,
So I think the paper pressure is the next question. Yeah.
Well, I have to say that, you know, going into a show, you know that nothing lasts forever, and you're very thankful and happy to be working. But it's also kind of nice when things end because it gives you an opportunity to go on with your career. And I immediately took 2 months off, and I went to New York, and I visited friends that lived there, and I had a wonderful time doing nothing. I just sat around and did jack, and I loved it. And that kind of really helps to clear your mind. And then I came back to LA, and a really good friend of mine, and I pounded the pavement, and I hit the ground running, and I think that's what most actors do anyways, is we spend most of our time auditioning, and people don't realize that. I mean, it's so wonderful to get a job. It's almost like the icing on the cake. So I felt great, and I had a positive experience with it, and you know, we all just kind of go on. So.
I have to say, I'm really blessed. I'm always doing something I love. It doesn't matter what it is, I end up just loving it. So I loved working on Power Rangers as Delphine. Just loved it to bits. But I also loved, right after that, getting sort of taken away to do spokes modeling around the world. I traveled all over the places. I saw many countries, all kinds of people. Oh my God, like Sahara, nomads, living with them out there in the middle of nowhere, camels, you name it. I mean, it was incredible. I just loved traveling the world and, you know, expanding some of my horizons in my mind. Came back here, was really lucky to get into voiceover. Somebody heard my voice on a show, I think it was Power Rangers. I don't know how, because of that broken. But apparently they liked the voice enough where, you know, I was called in to do something else, and from there it's just snowballed, and I do that for a living, and it's afforded me to do lots of other things and just recently back on camera. So it's been a really blessed life. Very, very fortunate. And thank you for asking. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
That's our last question. Yay!